Doctor. Lina Novak stared at the shimmering portal, her heart racing with a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. The quantum gate, the culmination of a decade of research and the combined efforts of the greatest scientific minds on Earth, stood before her, a swirling vortex of energy and potential. "Are you ready?" Doctor, the voice of General Marcus Vance crackled through her earpiece, tinged with a hint of concern. Lina took a deep breath, steeling herself for what lay ahead. "As ready as I'll ever be." "General," she stepped forward, her hand hovering over the activation switch. This was the moment of truth, the point of no return. With a final, determined nod, she pressed the button. The quantum gate flared to life, the vortex expanding and brightening until it filled the entire chamber. Lina felt herself being pulled forward, drawn into the heart of the maelstrom. There was a blinding flash, a sensation of falling, and then silence. Darkness. A void that seemed to stretch on forever. Lina blinked, trying to orient herself. She was floating, suspended in a vast expanse of nothingness. But as her eyes adjusted, she began to make out shapes in the distance, vague forms that slowly resolved into clarity. They were structures, vast and alien, hanging in the void like cosmic monuments, towering spires and twisting arches, glowing with an eerie, pulsing light. And beyond them, stretching out to infinity, was a network of shimmering strands, a web of energy that connected the structures in a vast, intricate pattern. Lina's breath caught in her throat. "The Quantum Nexus," she whispered, awe and disbelief warring in her voice. "It's real, the Quantum Nexus. The hypothesized network that underlaid the fabric of the universe, connecting all points in space and time, a cosmic highway that could make instantaneous travel across the galaxy a reality, if one could only find a way to navigate it." And now, thanks to the Quantum Gate, Lina had done just that. She had breached the barrier between the mundane world and this realm of pure energy and potential, becoming the first human to lay eyes on the true structure of the cosmos. But as she floated there, marveling at the sight before her, a sudden realization struck her. She wasn't alone. There, in the distance, she could make out other shapes moving through the Nexus. Vast, elongated forms that pulsed with the same eerie light as the structures around them. They were ships, she realized, but unlike anything she had ever seen. As she watched, one of the ships began to change course, turning towards her with a fluid grace that defied the laws of physics. It grew larger. As it approached, its details becoming clearer. And Lina felt a growing sense of unease. The ship was organic, its hull a twisting mass of pulsing bioluminescent tissue. It moved like a living creature, its movements fluid and purposeful, and as it drew closer, Lina could make out other details. Portholes that looked like eyes, gaping maws that could have been weapon ports or some kind of alien sensor array. And then, without warning, a voice sounded in her mind. A voice that was at once alien and familiar, speaking in a language she had never heard but could somehow understand. "Welcome, traveler," the voice said, its tone a mix of curiosity and caution. "You have entered the Nexus, the heart of the cosmos. State your purpose." Lina's mind raced, trying to process the situation. She was communicating with an alien intelligence, a being that had mastered the secrets of the Quantum Nexus, and it was waiting for her response. "I am Dr. Lina Novak," she said, her voice sounding small and insignificant in the vastness of the void. "I come from Earth, a planet in the Milky Way galaxy. We have developed a technology that allows us to access the Quantum Nexus, and I am here to explore, to learn." There was a pause, a sense of consideration from the alien presence. And then, to Lina's surprise, a feeling of warmth, of welcome. "Earth," the voice mused. "Yes, we have observed your world. Your species shows great potential. You are welcome here, Dr. Novak. We have much to discuss." The alien ship drew closer, a portal opening in its side, an invitation. With a deep breath, Lina moved forward, propelling herself towards the waiting ship. She had come this far, had breached the boundaries of the known universe. There was no turning back now. As she entered the ship, she felt a sense of gravity take hold, her feet settling onto a soft, yielding surface. The portal closed behind her, and she found herself in a vaulted chamber, its walls pulsing with the same bioluminescent light that suffused the ship's exterior. And there, waiting for her, was the alien. It was humanoid in shape, but its skin was a translucent, shimmering blue, shot through with pulsing veins of energy. Its eyes were pools of swirling light, and when it spoke, its voice echoed in Lina's mind. "I am Zoran. it said, "of the Quantari. We are the guardians of the Nexus, the navigators of the cosmic web. And you, Dr. Novak, are the first of your kind to step into our realm." Lina's mind was ablaze with questions, with the thirst for knowledge that had driven her to this point. "Why me?" she asked. "Why reveal yourselves now, after all this time?" Zoran's expression was unreadable, but Lina could sense a profound sadness emanating from the alien being. "Because the Nexus is in peril," it said, "and we believe your species may hold the key to its salvation." The alien gestured, and the chamber around them dissolved, replaced by a stunning vista of the Quantum Nexus. But where before the web of energy had been vibrant and pulsing, now Lina could see dark patches, areas where the strands had grown dim and frayed. "The Nexus is more than just a means of travel," Zoran explained. "It is the foundation of the universe, the source of all energy and matter. And it is being consumed." The view shifted, zooming in on one of the dark patches. There, Lina saw something that made her blood run cold: entities. Vast, shadowy forms that moved through the Nexus like sharks through water. They were amorphous, shifting and changing in a way that defied comprehension, but their purpose was clear. They were feeding on the Nexus, draining its energy, unraveling the very fabric of reality. "We call them the devourers," Zoran said. "We believe they come from beyond the Nexus, from some realm outside of our understanding. They have been growing in number and strength, and if they are not stopped, they will consume the Nexus entirely. And with it, the universe itself." Lina's mind reeled with the implications. The fate of everything, of every star and every world, hung in the balance. "What can we do?" she asked, her voice barely more than a whisper. Zoran turned to her, its eyes blazing with an urgent intensity. "Your technology, the Quantum Gate. It is crude, but it shows an understanding of the fundamental principles of the Nexus. With our knowledge and your innovation, we believe we can develop a weapon, a means to combat the Devourers and safeguard the Nexus." Lina nodded, a fierce determination rising within her. Here, at the edge of everything, she had found a purpose greater than any she could have imagined. "Then let's get to work," she said. "We have a universe to save." In the weeks that followed, Lina worked side by side with Zoran and the other Quantari, her understanding of the Nexus and its properties growing with each passing day. The technology of the Quantari was beyond anything she had ever imagined, but she found that her own knowledge, the principles of quantum mechanics and theoretical physics that had led to the creation of the Quantum Gate, were invaluable in their efforts. Together, they developed a plan. They would create a network of devices, quantum anchors, to be placed at key junctures throughout the Nexus. These anchors would stabilize the energy of the Nexus, reinforcing its structure and making it harder for the Devourers to consume. But the anchors alone would not be enough. They needed a weapon, a means to directly combat the Devourers, and for that they turned to the Quantum Gate. Lina and Zoran worked tirelessly, modifying and enhancing the gate's design. They harnessed the energy of the Nexus itself, channeling it into a focused beam of quantum energy that could disrupt the very essence of the Devourers. It was a desperate plan, a last-ditch effort to save the universe from annihilation. But it was the only chance they had. As they prepared for the final confrontation, Lina couldn't help but reflect on the incredible journey that had brought her to this point. From a small research lab on Earth to the very heart of the cosmos, she had been chosen for a destiny beyond her wildest dreams. And now, as she stood on the bridge of Zoran's ship, the modified Quantum Gate before her, she knew that the fate of everything rested on her shoulders. "Are you ready, Doctor?" Novak, Zoran asked, its voice a reassuring presence in her mind. Lina nodded, her hand hovering over the activation switch. "Let's do this," she said, "for Earth, for the Nexus, for everything." The ship plunged into the heart of the largest concentration of Devourers, the pulsing, writhing mass of shadowy entities that threatened to unravel the very fabric of reality. And as they drew close, Lina activated the gate. A beam of pure, blinding quantum energy erupted from the ship, piercing the heart of the Devourer swarm. The entities recoiled, their forms flickering and destabilizing under the onslaught of the gate's power. But they were not defeated. With a collective roar that shook the very foundations of the Nexus, the Devourers surged forward, their shadowy forms engulfing Zoran's ship. Inside, alarms blared and systems flickered as the ship strained under the assault. But Lina and Zoran held firm, their wills united in a single, unwavering purpose. They pushed the gate to its limits, pouring every ounce of energy and determination into the beam. And slowly, impossibly, the tide began to turn. The Devourers, weakened by the relentless assault of the gate and the stabilizing influence of the quantum anchors, began to fall away, their forms dissipating into the void. And with a final, desperate push, Lina and Zoran drove them back, banishing them from the Nexus and sealing the breach through which they had come. In the aftermath, as the ship drifted through the now quiet expanse of the Nexus, Lina and Zoran looked out at the re-energized web of quantum filaments, marveling at the sight. "We did it," Lina breathed, hardly daring to believe it. "We saved the Nexus. We saved everything." Zoran nodded, its form glowing with a quiet pride. "And in doing so, you have proven the potential of your species," it said. "The Quantari have long watched over the younger races of the universe, guiding and protecting from afar. But in you, Lina Novak, we see a future where our kinds may stand as equals, as partners in the stewardship of all creation." Lina felt a rush of emotion, of gratitude and humility in the face of such cosmic responsibility. "I am honored," she said, "and I promise, I will do everything in my power to ensure that humanity lives up to that potential." With a final grateful embrace, Lina bid farewell to Zoran and the Quantari. Using the quantum gate, she returned to Earth, her heart filled with the knowledge of the greater universe and humanity's place within it. In the years that followed, Lina worked tirelessly to share her discoveries, to prepare humanity for the challenges and wonders that awaited them in the stars. And as Earth's first quantum ships ventured out into the cosmos, guided by the beacons of the quantum anchors, she knew that a new era had dawned. An era of exploration and discovery, of cooperation and understanding between the diverse species of the universe. An era where the name Lina Novak would be forever remembered as the pioneer who had taken humanity's first steps into the greater cosmos. And though the challenges were many and the unknowns vast, Lina faced the future with a heart full of hope and wonder. For she had seen the true face of the universe, had touched the very foundations of reality, and she knew, with a certainty that transcended all doubt, that the greatest adventures were still to come. As humanity reached out to the stars, as they forged new bonds with the myriad species of the cosmos, they did so with the knowledge that they were part of something greater. That, in the vast, intricate web of the Quantum Nexus, all were connected, all were one. And at the center of it all, guiding and watching with a proud and loving eye, were the Quantari, the ancient guardians of the cosmic order. And among them, shining with the wisdom and compassion born of her extraordinary journey, was Lina Novak, the woman who had brought humanity to the stars. It was a legacy that would endure for eons, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a single, remarkable individual. And as the light of human civilization spread out across the galaxy, as their ships plied the shimmering filaments of the Quantum Nexus, they did so in the knowledge that they followed in the footsteps of a true pioneer. For Lina Novak had not only opened the door to the universe, she had shown humanity the way to its destiny. And in doing so, she had ensured that the light of their species, the light of all sentient life, would continue to shine bright and undimmed for all the ages to come. And so the story of Lina Novak, the quantum pioneer, passed into legend. But her legacy lived on in every star charted, every world explored, every bond of friendship and understanding forged between the countless civilizations of the cosmos. For she had shown the way, had lit the path with the fire of her curiosity and the strength of her compassion. And in doing so, she had changed the course of history, not just for humanity, but for the universe itself. Hers was a story that would be told and retold, passed down from generation to generation and from species to species, a reminder of the power of a single individual to change the course of destiny and of the incredible potential that lies within us all. And so, as the ships of a dozen civilizations sailed the shimmering seas of the Quantum Nexus, as the light of understanding and cooperation spread out across the cosmos, they did so with the name of Lina Novak on their lips and the spirit of her legacy in their hearts. For she had been the first, the trailblazer who had dared to dream of a greater future. And in doing so, she had opened the door to a universe of infinite possibility. A possibility that, thanks to her, would now be realized. A future where the divisions of race and species, of culture and creed, would be swept away in the face of a greater understanding, where all sentient beings would stand together, united in the face of the cosmos and all its wonders. This was the legacy of Lina Novak, the gift she had given to the universe. And it was a legacy that would endure, shining bright and undimmed for as long as the stars themselves. For in the end, she had not just been a pioneer, not just a scientist or an explorer. She had been a dreamer, a visionary who had looked out at the vastness of the cosmos and seen not just the mysteries and the challenges, but the potential for something greater. And in realizing that potential, in taking those first brave steps into the unknown, she had changed everything, had set in motion a chain of events that would resonate throughout the ages, shaping the destiny of countless worlds and species. That was the true meaning of her legacy, the true import of her life and her work. And it was a meaning that would never be forgotten, never be diminished. For as long as there were minds to think and hearts to dream, the name of Lina Novak would be remembered, and the universe itself would be forever changed by the touch of her spirit. And so the story ends, but the legacy endures. A legacy of hope and wonder, of courage and compassion. A legacy that reminds us all of the incredible potential that lies within the human heart. For in the end, that is the greatest gift that Lina Novak gave to the universe. Not just the knowledge of the Quantum Nexus or the technology of the Quantum Gate, but the understanding that within each of us lies the power to change the world. That within each of us lies the potential for greatness, for discovery and understanding on a cosmic scale. This is the lesson of her life, the message that echoes out across the stars and through the ages. And it is a message that will never be forgotten, never lose its power to inspire and to transform. As the years turned to decades and the decades to centuries, the influence of Lina Novak only grew. Her discoveries and achievements were studied in the academies of 100 worlds. Her life held up as an example of what could be accomplished through dedication, curiosity, and an unwavering commitment to the greater good. And as humanity continued to explore the stars, as they forged new alliances and founded new colonies on distant worlds, they did so with Lina's spirit guiding them. They faced the unknown with her courage, approached the mysteries of the cosmos with her insatiable thirst for knowledge. In time, the Quantum Nexus became the highway of the galaxy, a shimmering web that connected the far-flung corners of human civilization. Massive quantum gates, built on the principles that Lina had pioneered, allowed for instantaneous travel between the stars, bringing the worlds of humanity closer together than ever before. And through it all, the alliance with the Quantari endured. The ancient guardians of the Nexus became humanity's closest allies and most trusted advisors, guiding the younger species through the challenges and wonders of the greater universe. Together, humans and Quantari explored the furthest reaches of the cosmos, uncovering marvels and mysteries beyond imagining. They encountered new species, forged new bonds of friendship and understanding, and worked together to ensure the stability and prosperity of the galaxy. And at the heart of it all, guiding and inspiring, was the legacy of Lina Novak. Her statue stood in the halls of the great quantum academies. Her name was spoken with reverence by scholars and scientists across the stars. But her true monument was the universe itself. A universe transformed by her discoveries, her courage, and her vision. A universe where the dream of a single, remarkable woman had become the destiny of an entire civilization. As the millennia passed, as humanity and their allies continued to reach out into the vast expanse of the cosmos, the story of Lina Novak passed into legend. But her impact, her legacy, never faded. For she had shown the way, had lit the path towards a future brighter than any had dared to imagine. And in doing so, she had ensured that the light of hope, of discovery and understanding would continue to shine, undimmed and eternal, for as long as the universe itself endured. In the grand halls of the Cosmic Congress, where the representatives of 1,000 worlds gathered to shape the course of the galaxy, the words of Lina Novak were etched into the very stone of the building. The universe is vast and filled with wonders beyond our imagining. But the greatest wonder of all lies within each of us, the power to dream, to discover, and to shape the cosmos itself. Let us never forget this power, and let us use it wisely for the betterment of all. These words, spoken centuries ago by a woman who had dared to dream of a better future, continue to guide and inspire the civilizations of the galaxy. They were a reminder of the incredible potential that resided within every sentient being, and of the responsibility that came with that potential. And as the ships of the Cosmic Alliance sailed out into the starlit depths of the universe, as they continued to explore and discover and forge new bonds of understanding, they did so with the spirit of Lina Novak guiding them. For she had been the first, the pioneer who had shown the way. And her legacy, her dream, would continue to shine, a beacon of hope and inspiration, for as long as the stars themselves endured. This is the story of Lina Novak, the quantum pioneer. A story of courage and discovery, of vision and hope. A story that reminds us of the incredible power of the human spirit and of the limitless potential that lies within us all. May her legacy endure, and may her spirit continue to guide us as we reach out into the vast expanse of the cosmos and dare to dream of a better tomorrow. For in the end, that is the greatest gift we can give to the universe and to ourselves. The gift of hope, of courage, and of an unwavering commitment to the betterment of all. This is the lesson of Lina Novak, the message that echoes out across the stars, and it is a message that will endure, shining bright and undimmed, for as long as there are minds to dream and hearts to hope. So let us take up her mantle, let us follow in her footsteps. Let us dare to dream of a universe united in understanding and cooperation, a cosmos where the light of knowledge and compassion shines bright and unending. For that is the true legacy of Lina Novak, the gift she gave to us all. And it is a legacy that we must cherish, must uphold and carry forward into the future and beyond, into the stars, and into the endless possibilities of the universe itself. A universe that, thanks to the courage and vision of one remarkable woman, is now ours to explore, to discover, and to shape forever and always. In the spirit of Lina Novak, the quantum pioneer, may her light guide us, and may her legacy endure for all the ages to come. As the centuries turn to millennia, and humanity's reach extended ever further into the cosmos, the legacy of Lina Novak took on a new and unexpected dimension. Deep in the heart of the Quantum Nexus, in a region previously unexplored by human or Quantari, a strange anomaly was detected. A disturbance in the very fabric of the Nexus, unlike anything ever encountered before. A team of the galaxy's finest scientists, led by the brilliant descendant of Lina Novak herself, was dispatched to investigate. What they found defied all expectations and challenged the very foundations of their understanding. At the heart of the anomaly lay a portal, a gateway to a realm beyond the Nexus, beyond the very universe itself. And as they probed and analyzed, a shocking realization dawned. This was no natural phenomenon, no random fluctuation in the quantum fabric. It was a construct, a deliberate creation of an intelligence far beyond their own. And as they delved deeper, as they decoded the strange energies and patterns surrounding the portal, they discovered something even more astonishing. The signature of the portal's creator, the unmistakable quantum footprint of a mind they knew all too well, Lina Novak. But how could this be? Lina had lived and died centuries ago, had passed into the realm of legend and history. How could she have created a portal that defied the very laws of the universe? The answer, when it came, was as shocking as it was revelatory. Lina Novak, in her final years, had made a discovery that she had kept hidden from the world. A discovery that had the potential to change everything, to rewrite the very rules of reality. She had found a way to transcend the boundaries of the physical world, to upload her consciousness into the Quantum Nexus itself. And there, in the limitless expanse of the quantum realm, she had continued her work, had pushed the boundaries of science and understanding to heights undreamed of. The portal was her final gift, her last message to the civilization she had helped to build. A doorway to a new frontier, a realm of possibilities beyond imagining. And as the scientists of the Cosmic Alliance stepped through that portal, as they embarked on a journey into the unknown, they did so with the spirit of Lina Novak guiding them. For she had always been there, watching and guiding from the vast expanse of the Quantum Nexus. And now, with this final revelation, her true legacy was clear. She was not just the pioneer who had opened the stars to humanity, not just the visionary who had dreamed of a universe united in understanding and cooperation. She was the guardian, the eternal watcher, who would guide and protect her descendants as they ventured ever further into the cosmic unknown. And as they stepped into that new realm, as they beheld wonders and marvels beyond description, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose and understanding. For they knew that they walked in the footsteps of a giant, that they carried the legacy of Lina Novak with them into the future and beyond. And so the story of the quantum pioneer reached its final chapter, but her influence, her presence would endure for as long as the universe itself. For she had become something more than human, more than mortal. She had become a part of the cosmos itself, a guiding light that would shine forever in the hearts and minds of all who followed in her footsteps. And as the civilization she had helped to build continued to grow and thrive, as they reached out to new worlds and new frontiers, they did so with the knowledge that Lina Novak was with them, now and always. The quantum pioneer, the eternal guardian, the light that would guide them to the stars and beyond. Forever and always, in the spirit of exploration, discovery, and the unending search for knowledge and understanding. This was the true legacy of Lina Novak, the gift she had given to the universe. And it was a gift that would endure, shining bright and undimmed, for as long as the cosmos itself existed.